Do you like playing zombies very risky, but hate going down? Boy, do I got the field upgrade for you. Welcome to Aether Shroud. Hello, I'm Mr. L, and today we're going to be taking a look at a fan favorite field upgrade, Aether Shroud. Everyone should recognize Aether Shroud, as it's arguably the most iconic field upgrade in all of zombies. It's made its return so many times to where it's very likely going to be in Black Ops 7 Zombies, and it's just going to have me respond like this.
Oh dear God, you're still here!
But after so many reviews, it's time for me to review the final field upgrade you unlock in your prestige. So, let's take a good look at Aether Shroud. Unlocked to level 47, which is a very high level that will require a prestige token, by the way, Aether Shroud is a super straightforward field upgrade. Once fully charged up after killing zombies or getting a full power-up drop, Aether Shroud upon activation will phase you into the dark ether and will cloak you from all undead enemy detection for 5 seconds. And that's pretty much it. But trust me, everything in that description lives up to the hype. As Aether Shroud is so self-explanatory, it's quite awesome, as all undead enemies will practically ignore you for a brief window. And while under the camouflage of Aether Shroud, you can use it to revive a downed ally, go to a crafting bench, kill some undead enemies or bosses. There's so much you can do while under Aether Shroud, it's so good for playing defensively, it's quite great. Think of Aether Shroud like a reverse frenzied guard. Both are polar opposites of each other, but goddammit, they're the best at what they do.
I'll knock your ass out all day! Where's your boots on, baby?
Although Aether Shroud does take a bit to charge up, so only use it sparingly, however. Like, if you know you're about to go down, or you're under low health, activate it and hide away from the undead. Aether Shroud in general is just a great field upgrade for hiding from the undead, and giving you a quick moment to breathe so you can recover and get back into the fight against the zombies. With how self-explanatory Aether Shroud is in this game, how are the augments of Aether Shroud? Do they help make the field upgrade stand out more? Well, let's find out. But, spoiler alert, the augments are pretty damn wicked for the most part. Your first minor augment you will unlock is Instant Reload. This augment, when equipped, will instantly reload the gun the user is holding once Aether Shroud is activated, and that's it. It's very helpful for having a loaded gun ready to kill the undead, as it was amazing in Vanguard and Cold War, but if I'm being honest, I really didn't find the need for this augment in Black Ops 6. Just think about it. You can reload while you're in Aether Shroud, and if you have Speed Cola, it's not that much of an issue. Plus, since it's an augment and not a permanent upgrade like in Cold War and Vanguard, it just makes instant reload feel very unnecessary. Plus, with the other augments on this list, this is by far the weakest one of the bunch. Try it out if you like, but be ready to replace it with something far more superior. The first major augment you will unlock is called Group Shroud, which, when activated, will make it so that nearby allies will be camouflaged by your Aether Shroud activation, which, can I say, this augment is amazing for boss fights and for helping out allies that are in rough situations. Everything about this augment rocks. If you're playing Reckoning and you want your team to focus fire on the Uberklaus, Group Shroud is going to be perfect for decimating bosses like Uberklaus and for handling crowds of zombies. Hell, it also benefits teammates if they need a moment to breathe if they're getting overran by the zombies. That's how awesome Group Shroud is. Also, here's a bit of weird knowledge about Group Shroud that I learned when playing Reckoning, and I guess other maps in BO6. If someone activated Group Shroud on a different floor and you're underneath them or above them, you can still be camouflaged by their Group Shroud, as the range of Group Shroud works vertically, which is really weird but pretty goddamn funny. This is without a doubt the best augment to run in co-op when doing boss fights or if things are getting a bit chaotic. Definitely use Group Shroud if you love playing the support amongst your squad. The second minor augment you'll unlock is Extra Charge, which is exactly what it says in the tin. You'll have an extra charge to use on Aether Shroud, which, I'm just going to be upfront and say it, this is the only minor augment that you'll need with Aether Shroud when equipped, as I'm going to be honest with you guys, Aether Shroud is annoying to charge up, and having 2 charges of Aether Shroud on standby is just amazing to get yourself out of a pinch or to revive an ally in need. Compared to the other minor augments, this is legitimately the best one. I don't have much else to add. Extra Charge is just the best on Aether Shroud. The second major augment unlocked is called Burst Dash. This augment's function is pretty goddamn awesome. When activated, you will propel forward and teleport a few feet in front of you the instant Aether Shroud is activated. And here's the best part. In whatever direction you're moving in and you activate Aether Shroud, Burst Dash will work in any direction you are moving in, which in tangent with Omni Movement is incredibly fun. And just like how it was in Cold War, this augment is amazing for parkour and jumping over a horde of zombies and escaping from them. Hell, it doesn't end there. If you use this augment and you're facing a horde of zombies, the zombies will get instantly vaporized by the burst dash effect, which is so goddamn awesome, but I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
I can't stop.
I won't lie, burst dash killing zombies upon teleport is incredible, but it does come with a really strange bug. You can only make it work when you're standing still, and then you burst dash into the undead. As if you're moving around and you want to kill zombies, the burst dash just flat out doesn't work. Which really sucks, but once you work around it and stand still and then you burst dash into the zombies, this augment is just the best. If you're playing solo or co-op, please try out burst dash on Aether Shroud, as you will love having one deadly movement advantage over the undead. The third minor augment you'll unlock is called Extension, which is exactly what it says in the label. Your duration of Aether Shroud is increased by a few seconds. This augment is useful if you want to be cloaked under Aether Shroud for a few extra seconds in boss fights or dire situations, but honestly, I really didn't find this augment that important to run. Yeah, this augment is good for the few extra seconds you need to revive a downed ally or take down a boss fight, but logically, you would want to run extra charge over this, as you'll have another charge ready if you run out of the first one. Extension isn't a bad augment by any means, but I find it really hard to justify running this augment, at least for me, as I play very aggressively in zombies, and I want to kill the zombies after I'm out of Aether Shroud, not stuck in it for longer. But I'll say this, at least try this augment out if you want to feel safe in Aether Shroud. However, there is one augment that you will want to pair up Extension with, as it's a great combination. Speaking of which, the final and third major augment unlocked is called Void Sheath. This augment, upon activation, will automatically apply your melee weapon once under Aether Shroud, and it'll give your melee weapon Dark Aether energy damage boost that is good for handling the undead. And on top of that, getting kills under Void Sheath will extend your Aether Shroud duration as well. Which, dear god, I never thought I'd say this, but pairing this up with a max rarity triple pack melee weapon with Melee Macchiato makes this augment worth running. Like, you'll be invincible and invisible from the zombies, and it'll give you a ton of time to kill whatever zombies are in front of you and your decked out melee weapon, which is just glorious. Like, if you see an Amalgam or any elite enemy on the field, Void Sheath will just exterminate them off the field with a triple-packed melee weapon. Oh, and this should go without saying, but Extension in tandem with Void Sheath is objectively the best combination together to run, as you'll be in Aether Shroud for a long time, giving you either the chance to escape or fight and kill more zombies. Although I will say this, don't run this in solo play, as zombies will be running away from you and it'll be a bit hard to kill them, but if you're in a co-op game, then that's where it's really exciting, especially if you have a friend running Frenzied Guard. Seriously, coordinate with your teammates, because if one guy's running Frenzied Guard and he activates it, and you activate Aether Shroud with Void Sheath and Extension, you'll be slaughtering the zombies without issue, to where both Aether Shroud and Frenzied Guard could work together like two office linebackers showing people who's boss in the office. Seriously, try this augment out when you're playing with friends, as it's just great to slaughter the zombies that run away from you, only for you to catch up with them and kill them. In the end, Aether Shroud and its augments are blast to run in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Aether Shroud on its own is already fantastic for just its cloaking ability, but the augment combinations like Group Shroud and Extra Charge, or Extension and Void Sheath give the player plenty of ways to play Black Ops 6 with Aether Shroud equipped. I have nothing really negative to add to Aether Shroud besides the charge up time and the instant reload augment, but Aether Shroud as a whole in Black Ops 6 is just a direct upgrade from what we saw in Cold War and Vanguard. The augments alone give the field upgrade a ton of ways to play and makes killing zombies give off an arcadey feel that I haven't felt in a while. What more can I say? Try out Aether Shroud in Black Ops 6 Zombies. You'll love cloaking in and out of the Dark Aether with this badass field upgrade. That concludes my review of Aether Shroud. Hope you all love this review, and join me next time, where I'll be covering the Gorg Effects Wonder Weapon. Until then, this is Mr. L, checking out.